Na PUC Goiás, tradição e inovação caminham juntas para transformar vidas. A primeira universidade do Centro-Oeste possui infraestrutura atualizada e adota o que há de mais moderno em metodologias de ensino. Soma-se a isso um quadro docente altamente qualificado, ampla estrutura de ensino e pesquisa, laboratórios de ponta, clínicas escola, teatros, auditórios, complexo poliesportivo e um moderno centro de convenções. A excelência é a marca do ensino oferecido na PUC Goiás, da graduação à pós-graduação. Numa jornada de conhecimento que prepara o estudante para o mundo. São mais de 70 cursos de graduação nas modalidades presencial e à distância, especializações, mestrados, doutorados e pós-doutorados. E uma ampla estrutura de suporte à pesquisa, com centros e institutos, que faz da universidade campo fértil para o desenvolvimento científico, tecnológico e de inovação, nas mais diferentes áreas do saber. Fiel à sua identidade comunitária e católica e seu propósito de educar para a vida, a PUC Goiás dispõe de bolsas e financiamentos, próprios e governamentais, que visam ampliar o acesso e garantir a permanência do estudante no ensino superior. A PUC Goiás é ensino, é pesquisa e é comunidade. É conhecimento a serviço da vida, que segue transformando histórias.
Bem, boa noite a todos, os nossos participantes, nossos alunos de medicina, né? Bem-vindos a esse novo webinário, esse webinário dedicado a vocês, alunos, nossos estudantes de medicina. Sou o professor Paulo Gonzaga, professor da PUC Goiás, da Escola de Direito, Comunicação e Negócios, e sou também responsável pela assessoria de relações internacionais da PUC Goiás. E é um grande prazer hoje de estar apresentando esse webinário para vocês aí, né? E para mostrar mais um pouco da nossa parceria com a Universidade do Missouri, em Kansas City, nos Estados Unidos, né? Uma parceira antiga nossa, e que hoje o nosso palestrante, o nosso parceiro, professor Jeremy Slagowski, vai falar sobre um programa específico aí para vocês, alunos de medicina, que é o Inglês Médico na Umkc. Então, eu vou passar a palavra para ele apresentar o programa, todos os detalhes, e após a apresentação dele, nós estaremos aí aqui à disposição de vocês para perguntas e respostas aí que, porventura, vocês possam ter, né? Então, Jeremy, hello. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Thank you so much again for this partnership, and the platform is all yours, okay? And after your presentation, we're going to be open for questions and answers, and good luck. Thank you again for being here with us.
All right, thank you, Professor Paulo. Yeah, so I'm here to present our medical English camp at the Applied Language Institute at UMKC, which is the University of Missouri at Kansas City. So first, I would like to introduce you to my department. We have an intensive English program which helps students learn more about U.S. cultures and values while acknowledging and valuing students' own cultures and languages. Our program has been around since 1991, and we are fully accredited by the Commission on English Language Accreditation, and we are part of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. And when we were accredited, our highest marks were for our highly qualified instructors who all have graduate degrees in English language teaching. Yeah, and if you're interested in our program, we have an online test that you can take. It tests reading, listening, and speaking, and you can take this, in Goiânia, in your home or in your dorm room. All right. Okay. Well, I guess the format didn't work. There was some more stuff here, but the formatting didn't show. But so this is now our medical English camp that we had this summer. Let me just see if it works. Oh, okay. So you can see the students who completed the program with the Brazilian flag. So this summer we had a 3.5-week program. It's a half week short because the 4th of July, our Independence Day, is during that first week. So we have to have a day or two off at that time. So we have morning English courses, which are 3 hours per day, and then in the afternoon, the students visit the UMKC's Health Sciences Center, where the School of Medicine is housed. And there are 2 weekends for Kansas City events and activities, and then 1 free weekend. So we learned from our group of students this summer that they would like 1 weekend free to go anywhere in the US. So some went to New York and some went to Las Vegas. So we allow 1 free weekend. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is the schedule, what it looks like for week 1. So students arrived on Monday, July 3rd, and we just had orientation. Tuesday was our Independence Day holiday, so the university was closed. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we started our courses. And so in week 2, continued this way, and you can see that most of the time the courses end around 2:30, and then twice a week it ends at around 4:30 when they visit different parts of the Health Sciences Center. So in week 1 they visited the School of Nursing. Week 2 they visited the School of Medicine. And here you can see some photos of this year's medical English camp. So you can see them with their classes together, with their teachers and some of the professors. And in the top right is when they went to the baseball game here in Kansas City. And then in the bottom right is them walking to the School of Medicine building. So week 3 looks about the same. Week 3 they visited the School of Pharmacy. And then in week 4, which is the final week, they had tours of the local hospitals, and they went back to the School of Medicine again. And on the last day, which was Thursday, the students had their final presentations and capstone presentation. And then I think, that was it. So here are some more photos. This is some of our last day taking photos, and you see one picture of the final presentations. And then the biggest movie this summer was the Barbie movie. So you can see all the women who went, tried to dress in pink while they attended the Barbie show. So hopefully we have another great movie like that next year for our next medical English camp. That's hard to control. All right, so improvements for 2024. So we got some feedback from our partner this summer, and we are going to have 1 instructor from the medical field or UMKC's Health Sciences Center for students with advanced English proficiency. So our group we had this summer, their English was very high, and so higher than our English materials, and so they wanted someone who could match their level to talk about medical research or medical issues in more detail. So we'll have that person available. And then we will have a project-based curriculum with integrated skills. So in this past summer, we separated the skills into 2 classes, and we're just going to integrate them together. And then we're going to provide students with more indoor and outdoor options for cultural activities. We had a very short list for them to choose from. They liked some of them, and they wished they could do some other things. So we will provide next summer students more options. And our students all decided to stay in a dorm. So here are some pictures of dorm life. And there's also homestays available. So it's up to the students and Pukigoyas if you prefer students to be in dorms or in homestays. So we provide both. And then our students really liked being on campus. So you can see some pictures here. On the top left is the top of our student union, which overlooks the city. And on the top right is the student union in the evening. And actually in the bottom left, it's no longer, it used to be a independent cafe, but it wasn't so popular, so Starbucks moved in. So now we have Starbucks on campus. And then we also have a nice recreation center with a outdoor pool in the summer that is covered in the winter. So it's an all-year pool. All right, I'm not sure if this video is going to play. So I can share a link later. This just shows how UMKC is the university for Kansas City, and it's really integrated into the city. So there's many opportunities for you to engage not only university professors and students, but also people in the city. And also our last video is how Kansas City is home to the 2026 World Cup. And we're very excited to host that in less than 3 years. All right. So if you have, I know you have questions now, but if you think of questions later, you can about applying and registering, you email the ali@umkc.edu, and anything else you can ask me, which is at jd.sligoski@umkc.edu. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Jeremy. I just got one question from one of the student didn't say her or his name, but she would like to know, Jeremy, what's the minimum level of English proficiency that she has to have in order to take part in the program?
So the minimum is intermediate level. So I would say B2 or a high B1.
Okay, Jeremy, and to prove that the proficiency, can we take that online testing that you mentioned before?
Yes.
Ok. Então, pessoal, olha só, o mínimo para participar do programa, né, desse programa intensivo aí de 4 semanas, né, você tem que ter um nível intermediário, né, que a gente poderia falar o B1 ou B2, e vocês podem fazer esse teste online aí que o Jeremy mencionou no início da aula aí para fazer esse teste, né? Jeremy, I just received another question. Can you talk a little bit more about the cost of the program?
Oh yes, I should have prepared. I have information on that, so let me check. Our prices will be a little different next year, but I'm going to find the
no problem.
The cost for this year. So just wait a second so I can find the proposal. Let's see.
Eu perguntei a ele, pessoal, sobre os custos, né, do programa. Ele está procurando o slide aí para falar para a gente. Só um minutinho.
Okay. So for this, okay, so for 4 weeks, the cost for instruction was $1,360, and plus international student fee, which is $150. The test, actually, we'll reduce the test cost. It's now $20. There's a health insurance cost, so that will be changed definitely. It was $213 this year, and yeah. And then there's additional costs for housing. So homestay costs $1,000, and let's see, dorms. Oh. No, the dorms are not listed on this one, but the dorms are, I think, almost the same, by maybe $200 difference.
Thanks, sir. Ok, pessoal, então olha só, o custo mais ou menos, tá? É $1.360 para as aulas, pelas aulas, né? Mais $150 para a taxa acadêmica administrativa aí, $20 mais ou menos para o teste de inglês, para demonstrar o nível, né? E aí, pessoal, tem mais $1.000 na questão da moradia durante esse mês, né? Que vocês podem escolher ficar no dormitório da universidade ou então em casa de família, mais ou menos $1.000 aí. Então, a gente está fazendo uma estimativa aí do programa todo de $2.500, ok? Muito bem. Jeremy, I have another question for you. Claudio is asking if it's a visa is required for this program.
Yes, there are actually many options, or two options. Our last partner decided that it was most convenient to go with a J1 visa because there's more options. If you come on a J1, you can do a lot more on campus. Another option was the B visa, but if students come on a B visa, we have to have a shorter curriculum. It can't be as intense. So, but if you come on the B visa, it will be cheaper. So that's one thing that we've talked with our other partner. So I gave you the cost for the J1.
Ok.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Então, tem duas opções, pessoal, de visto, tá? Para você participar do programa. Pode ser o J1, o J1, né? Que esse J1 aí a abrangência dele é bem maior, você pode fazer muita coisa lá no campus, ou o visto tipo B, né? O B Visa aí, que aí ele é mais barato, tá? Mas ele limita muito as atividades aí, certo? Jeremy, another question from Luis André. Luis André would like to know if you Umkc would help the students to find the housing, either the dorms or homestaying.
Yes.
How does it work?
Well, so yeah, let's see. So for the dorms, it's we need to know, I think, more in advance because there's a high demand for dorms in the summer. So if you let us know if you want dorms by early April, we can get the dorms reserved for the students. Homestays, we can wait maybe another few weeks, late May or May, or late April or May for dorms. But we have a staff who her job is to help students with accommodations.
Okay, Patricia would like to know, Jeremy, when is the deadline to apply for the program?
We prefer the deadline to be late March. Yeah, I can provide that information in more detail later, but yeah. So there's plenty of time.
Ok, thanks, Jeremy. Ok, pessoal, então final de março, tá? Nós temos aí até o final do mês de março para fazer a inscrição, né? A nossa candidatura aí no programa, tá? E aí qualquer informação que vocês precisarem, aí vocês podem ou escrever ou mandar um e-mail direto para o Jeremy, né? Que ele deixou aí no slide, ou então, né? Procurar a gente lá na assessoria de Relações Internacionais, ali na área 4, e a gente pode passar todas essas informações para vocês também. Ok, let me see, Jeremy, if we have another question. Okay, one student would like to know, Jeremy, what would you recommend, the dorms or homestaying?
It depends on the student. So if you really want to enjoy the university life, the dorms are fine. And it's also, you get to know your classmates better because you're all staying together. But if you want to enjoy life, living like the American family experience, then I recommend homestays. So you'll be more immersed into U.S. culture if you choose the homestays.
Okay. And Jeremy, another question. How many students do we have to take part in the program?
Yeah, so we need a minimum of 10, but they don't all have to come from PUC Goiás. So we have at least 2 other Brazilian universities that are interested in this program. So if we have 10 from 3 universities, that's fine.
Então, pessoal, olha só uma informação importante. Precisamos de 10 alunos, tá? Mas esses 10 alunos não necessariamente têm que ser exclusivamente da PUC Goiás. Eles têm outros parceiros, né? 2 parceiros aí, e que a gente pode, então, juntar, né, um pouco de aluno desses 2 parceiros e da PUC Goiás, formar um grupo de 10 estudantes e começar o programa. Okay, let me see, Jeremy, if we have another question. No more questions? Okay, Jeremy, I think that's it. Okay, thank you so much. And if I have any questions that, might come along after this presentation, I'll let you know. And just let me confirm, Jeremy. Yes, no more questions in my chat. Jeremy, thank you so much for talking to us about this program, okay? And it's
my pleasure.
A pleasure. And I hope to see you soon, here in Goiânia again.
Oh, yes.
And if I have, any more questions or people interested, okay, I'll let you know in between. Okay?
All right, great.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. Have a happy Halloween.
Oh, yes, you too.
And enjoy it, okay?
All right. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you so much, Jeremy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Obrigado.
Na PUC Goiás, a gente abre horizontes, conhece e transforma nossos ambientes. Pensar e agir, mudar o que é preciso. Pesquisar, produzir, desafiar o impossível. Respeitar as diferenças, valorizar a inovação, avançar e preservar, conhecer pra transformar. PUC Goiás, aqui a vida é mais. PUC Goiás, o mundo é de quem faz. PUC Goiás.
PUC Goiás, conhecimento a serviço da vida.